All right, as I said, we're back, and we're going to finish up and try to do the best today to finish up on the battlefront on today. And we were in 1 Samuel 17. We were in 1 Samuel 17. 1 Samuel 17, for all our first-time visitors, we are on the battlefront, and definitely like to welcome all those who are watching us by any social media outlet or video stream. Thank you for being here. All right. I'm going to read verse 1 and then verse 1 through 3, and then I'll jump back to where we finished off on last week. It reads, "Now the Philistines gathered their armies together to battle, and were gathered at Sokak, which belongs to Judah." Now, for those who don't know, Judah belongs to Israel. Judah belongs to Israel. Judah is a tribe of Israel and also a land of Israel. So the enemy is in Israel's camp. They encamped between Sokak and Issachar in Ephes-dammim. And Saul and the men of Israel were gathered together, and they encamped them in the valley of Elah, and drew up in a battle array against the Philistines. The Philistines stood on a mountain on the other side, and Israel stood on a mountain on the other side, with the valley between them. First of all, I want you to understand that the enemy has something that belongs to you. That's what it says. It says they were in the camp, but where they were at, Judah belongs to Israel. Look at your neighbor and say, the enemy has something that belongs to you. Whether that be that house, whether that be that spouse, whether that be that car, whether that be that health, whether that be that wealth, whether that be that joy, whether that be that peace. Somebody say it belongs to me. Matter of fact, in the scripture, the Bible says all things belong to you. That God has given you all things that pertain to life and godliness. All things he's given you to you, so you may be in joy. You have no reason to be sick. You have no reason to be sad. You have no reason to be depressed, because everything belongs to who? You. Everything belongs to God. And since you are a child of God, then therefore you have inherited all that belongs to Daddy. Look at your neighbor and say, my daddy owned it all. My daddy owned it all. Happiness, my daddy got it. Peace, my daddy got it. Joy, he got it. He has more than enough. Look at your neighbor and say, he got it. Look at your other neighbor and say, I'm about to go get it. I'm about to go get it. It belongs to me. You ever know when somebody got something that belongs to you, you don't say, excuse me, can I please have that? Look, pass my coat right there, will you? Pass my, ask it, give me my stuff. But there's some people who refuse to act right. And we have an enemy, an adversary who refuses to act right. And sometimes you're going to have to go ahead and battle for it. And if you're going to go get what he has, you're going to have to go through some valleys. David says in Psalm 23, yea, though I walk through the what? The valley, the shadow of death. Now understand, he didn't say I went through death. He said I went through a shadow. Notice a shadow can't do nothing to me, can't do nothing to you. Look at your neighbor and say, it can't do nothing to you. It can't. A shadow can't do anything to you, but you still got to go down now. I told you last week that when I looked back and read what the definition of a valley, it says it's a depressed area. In other words, you got high mountains here, and over time, through erosion, it starts to decline. And that's what creates a valley. It's a low place. Look at your neighbor and say it's a low place. If you're going to get from one side to the other side, you got to be willing to go through what? The low places. The thing about going through a low place, that's not the problem. The problem is staying in the low place. Yeah, you lost your job, but don't stay there. Yeah, you broke up, but don't stay there. Yeah, you got divorced, but don't stay there. Yeah, you have no money, but don't stay there. Look at your neighbor and say, don't you stay there. You better not stay there. It's already a low place. David says, yea, though I what? Walk through the what? Valley, the shadow. See, he walking. That means what? He ain't staying now. In other words, when you see me going through, don't look for me there too long. Because why? I ain't staying there. I ain't staying there. Yeah, I'm a bit sad because I'm human, okay? I'm not all day, every day, all pumped up and strong. I got to go through some low places too. So I got to go through this place. But the main thing is I don't stay there. If I stay there, I get depressed. Anybody know what I'm talking about? And let me tell you, if you ever get depressed, remind yourself, I'm staying here too long. Look at your neighbor and say, you got to get up. Get up. You can't stay there too long. Yeah, bad things happen to good people. But I also found out when I went back and researched what a valley is, not only is a low place, but also the only place where you'll find water. So in other words, though I need to get to another mountain, Because I'm on this mountain, but in order to get from here to here, I got to go through this valley to go up here. It's amazing that God is so awesome that he'll make sure he gives you a resting place. Look at your neighbor and say, it's a resting place. It's a resting place. It is. When you think about the job you lost, you think about the relationship you lost, you think about the car you lost, the house you lost, whatever you lost, notice it gives you time to focus. But it's amazing we get so stuck, we don't realize what God is allowing us to do. He's allowing us to get some rest. Why? Because I have another hill to climb. It's a place I get rest. Rest. It's a place I get refreshed. It's a place I get renewed in my valley. It's also a place, write this down, it's also a place he's allowed me to reflect. Are you with me? Like, I knew I shouldn't have done that. And that was not the best idea. And I knew I shouldn't have. You're reflecting. Why? Because now I know how to handle this mountain. I should be getting better from here to here. There are some things I need to lose when I go here. Are you with me? Come on now. Everybody can say, there's some things I know next time I won't do what I did this time. Well, how did it change? Look at your neighbor and say, in the valley. Things change in the valley, not on the mountaintop, baby. It changed in the valley. The valley prepares you for the next mountain. Are you with me? All right. So we're in this valley thing. So now I want to pick up where I left off. And that was in verse 8. Let's jump over there in verse 8. We're talking about this big, nasty looking man named Goliath. And Goliath simply only represents a giant that we all going to have to defeat in our life. Whatever that is, you're going to have to defeat it. He had the whole Israel army paralyzed. They wouldn't even move. And a lot of times in life, whether that be going back to school, whether that be dating again, whether that be exercising again, eating right, some of our old habits have us paralyzed. Won't move. But that very thing that's before you is the very thing you need to get past. You missed it. Look at your neighbor and say, you got to get past it. But in order for you to get past it, you got to deal with it. Are you with me? That's the only way you're going to get past it. You're going to have to deal with it. So he's in the path, in the valley. So the giant is in the valley, not on the mountain. You don't fight giants on the mountain. You fight them down in the valley. You fight them in the depressed time, the low places. So he's there, and look what it says in verse 8. Then he stood and cried out to the armies of Israel and said to them, why have you come out to line up for battle? The first thing I want you to understand that whatever you need to deal with, if you're always honest with yourself, is something that's been crying out for you for a long time. It cries out so long that the half of your family and your close friend can even tell you what that thing is that you need to really deal with. I don't know, what's my problem? Give me 5 minutes. I'll tell you what your problem is. You know you refuse to do this. You refuse to stand up for this. You let people boss you around, talk his head. You let him call you whenever he want to call you. You just jump up like a little old dog. I'm going to move on. I felt some stares on that one. I did. Because it's Mother's Day, so I'm trying to get over it. You know what I'm saying? Some things you need to deal with. Say, you know what? I ain't going to do that no more. There's things that have been crying out. And the very thing that cries out that causes you to cry. It's crying out, and it's saying at the end of the day, he's saying, watch this, he said, he stood and cried out to the armies of Israel and said to them, why have you come out to line up? Notice that thing is asking you a question. Why? Why you won't deal with this? What is so difficult about this? And I want you to think about that today. What is the one thing that you just refuse to deal with, that you know that has been blocking your path to success, to happiness, to joy? What is that one thing you just refuse to deal with? Why? Why you won't? He's asking you why you won't come out and battle me. Why you won't deal with me? Why? Well, you know, I ain't going to say nothing. Why? Why you don't say nothing? I ain't trying to start nothing. But yet you starting something within yourself. Why come we just can't sit down and talk about it? I know you think you're being bigger than, but you're really not, because when you walk away and when nobody's looking, you're really hurting inside. Only because you won't deal with it. He said, deal with me. The quicker you deal with me, the quicker I'll get out of your way. But since you won't, I'll leave you right where you at. And some things of our life are still stuck. We're still stuck in 88, still stuck in 98, still stuck in 2008, still stuck in 2018 because you just refuse to deal with it. What is that? And we all got at least one. There was not a whole army of people, just one man saying you need to deal with me. If you deal with me, you deal with everything else. What is that one thing you just refuse to deal with? That I just won't talk about it. I ain't gonna mention it. And that thing still got you paralyzed. That thing still got you in that depressed place. What is that thing? That you can put that front in front of everybody else until everybody leave and you're back sad again. What is that thing? I don't know, but you do. He says, then why did you come and line up for battle? Am I not a Philistine? Now what he's identifying is, in order for you to attack something, you must first identify what it is. Let me be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. Don't we all say this? You know, I don't know what my problem is. Anybody who says they don't know what the problem, they know what the problem is. They just hoping somebody tell them what it is. But they know. We all refuse to deal with it. So he's saying, since you don't know who I am I not a Philistine? Am I not the one who's hindering you? Am I not the one that's holding you? Am I not the one that's keeping you back? Since you can't answer that, I answer for you. He said, I'm the problem. I'm the problem. You got fired here, and you got fired here, and you got fired here. People don't like me. No, that's just a common denominator is you. These people ain't got in the cahoots about you. What is it you just refuse to deal with about you? That's what he's saying here. Am I not a Philistine, and you the servants of Saul? Now look at what he says here. And then that's where we left off at last week. He says, choose a man for yourself. Choose a man. Let's park right there. Choose a man. Look at your neighbor and say, you're going to have to make a choice. Do you not know, I found out through research, that's the biggest thing most people don't ever want to do? Real talk. Most people do not want to make a choice. They want choice to be made for them, and then they're unhappy when the choice gets made. You get a chance to choose. Look at your neighbor and say, you choose it. Real talk. Everybody look at somebody and say, you choose it. It's your life. Real talk. But yet we get on the phone, I talk to somebody, girl, I am not happy with my life. You chose it. Even if you did nothing about it, you chose not to do nothing about it. Therefore, you chose it. I don't like this about me. I don't like this. Well, do something. Make a choice. You in or you out? You want to stay in a relationship or you don't? You want to go to work or you don't? You want to have this or you don't? You want to look like this or you don't? But you have to make a choice. You choose. The Bible says in Deuteronomy, he says, you choose this day. You choose life or death, blessings or curses. But God says, I'll leave that choice up to you. You don't want to work here no more? Good. Quit. But before you quit, send some resumes out. Fill out some applications. Don't quit. The Lord told me to quit. Did that what? Did he give you any more instructions? Don't quit. You don't want to be in a relationship? Call him, call her, say, I ain't going to be able to do it no more. I'm done. All this crying and arguing and fighting, that's not giving God no glory. You just don't want to make no choice. And here's what's so crazy, but I'm going to be honest with you. Most of the time we come to the altar and we pray that the other person change. We do. Lord, you need to change her, Lord God. Make her better. In the meantime, I ain't trying to make no choices. Lord, you need to change my husband, change my man. Now, you just don't want to make no choices. It's okay to come home and say, look at here, Tyrone. How you been cussing me out and say, see, I'm making a choice now. All that you coming in late, I'm making a choice now. You doing whatever you want to do, I'm making a choice now. It's your choice. Choose. If you're really honest with yourself, that when you're sad and depressed, you got to ask yourself, have I made a choice yet, though? Because, see, real talk, I learned you must choose to be sad. Truth is, you must choose to be mad. Come on, we've all said, I'm going to be mad. I don't care what you say. Come on, don't be mad at me. I don't care. You're choosing. No matter how you look at it, you choose to be happy. How many of you say, even on the Mother's Day, you say today, I ain't going to let nothing mess up my day. Come on, be real about it. I ain't going to let nothing, I ain't going to let what? Nobody mess up what? My day. Look at your neighbor and say, you just made a choice. You made made a choice. No matter if nobody else outside of you, you said, I'll make a choice. Ain't nobody going to mess this up. So I'm saying, why come that choice that day can't be for every day? Look at your neighbors. I'm about to make a choice right now. I'm about to make a choice right now. Every day going to be Mother's Day. I'm putting all these jokers on notice. Every day that's Mother's Day. The way you treat me today, matter of fact, I'm telling you right now, that's your sermon for anybody else who's in your life. The way y'all treated me today, treat me like that every day. That's my choice. You want to come calling me, call me the way you call me today. Hey, how you doing? Just want to tell you happy Mother's Day. We love you. You need anything, just let us know. Call me tomorrow and tell me that too. Call me that next week and call me that too. Call me next month and call me that too. I'll pick up your phone call all day, every day. I'm making a choice. You have to make a choice. Choose. Look what he says here. You also must choose who you gonna be. Out of everything else, we're trying to get everybody else to change and be something else. When are you gonna make a choice for yourself? He say, choose the man. Choose the man or woman you decide you gonna be. From this day forward, this who I'm gonna be. I'm gonna walk like this. I'm gonna talk like this. I'm gonna act like this. I'm gonna dress like this. I got one good skirt and one good shirt, but I'm gonna rock it every chance I get. I was raised up the way I had two good pair of pants, two good shirts. I'm not talking to anybody raised up in the 60s and 70s. We wore them suckers all year long. As soon as I got home, what they say? You better get them school clothes. These kids now running all around. We got to buy them some more clothes. They got to buy them no more clothes. You got to make a choice. Somebody say increase. When you make a choice, you just got to increase. You better get out them school clothes. Make a choice who you going to be. Who are you going to be? Instead of making other people put their demands on you, who are you going to be? It's amazing sometimes people on Mother's Day today, I got to be honest with you, and I love you mothers. But sometimes you don't even know what you want because you defer everything to everybody else. And Lord knows I know you love your kids, but good Lord. When you going to live your life? And sometimes you wait so late that your life just done gone on by. I've asked one woman one time, I said, hey, what do you like? You know what she told me? She looked me dead in the eye and go, I don't know. What do you want to do? I don't know. And now I guarantee that's most women. I don't know. You can tell me what them kids want to do. You can tell me how much money you got to pay them kids, how much you got to party for them, how much you buy for them. But when they come to you, you just don't know. And I'm saying today, mothers, if you do anything today for Mother's Day, you start choosing you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I heard one woman a long time ago, and it's just stuck in my heart. She says, I will give my life for my children, but I will not live my life for my children. And you got to admit, most of you have made a choice. You are living your life because of your children. You make your whole life about your children. And let me give you a news flash, boo-boo. When they get 17, 18, 19, they ain't thinking about you. Oh, she got a news flash. She went, what? She got 3 little ones. What? They ain't going to think about you, boo. Especially you got these little girls. Soon they get to smelling. Oh, you like, hold on, auntie. I'm about to call you back. I'm about to knock her head between this wash and dry right now. Do I got any women got some older daughters? You know what I'm talking about? Let the church say amen. Yeah, she's smelling herself. Hold on. I'm about to get girl by. They gonna forget about you. You made your whole life. And I'm being honest, even my single mothers, don't you dare stop looking for you. The Lord puts in your heart to be married, to have a spouse. Don't you say, well, I'm gonna wait till they get grown. You're gonna wait till they get grown, and then you're gonna still be alone. I'm being honest. You got a responsibility blended with your life. They are part of your life. They are a part of your life. They are not your life. Them kids gonna forget about you and move on. And then you're stuck. And now you're mad. And now you're in the valley. I'm just giving you a news flash. I love you mothers. Y'all are awesome. But Don't make your life about your kids. Make your life about you, who just happens to have kids. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Look at your neighbor and say, make a choice. So watch this. He said, choose the man. Watch this. He says, choose the man here. I've got to be quick about this thing here. Watch what he says here. He said, choose a man for yourselves and let him go down to me. Choose the right people in your life when you go into battle. He said, choose a man, then come on down here and fight with me. Make sure when you get ready to battle, choose somebody who knows how to battle. In other words, when you get ready to go into a fight, choose somebody who at least been in a fight before. You're like, we ready. What the? Gone. Yeah, we gonna save for this house. We finna get this house here. How much you got? Well, I ain't. What? I didn't sacrifice. I didn't battle. You ain't put no money back. I'm talking about battling. And you can't battle without sacrifice. Find somebody. Choose somebody who at least been into a battle. I remember teaching my kids when they're growing up. If you're going to marry somebody and move with somebody, make sure they already know how to stand on their own. You in your mama house, he in his mama house, or she in her mama house. Now, both of y'all coming from places that you've been taken care of elsewhere. You don't know how to make it on your own. You ain't been in the battle yet. And newsflash, all my young folks, you ain't grown until you on your own. If I'm paying for anything, and I do mean anything, you ain't grown. Still need your Social Security to put you on my W-2s. You ain't grown, I'm still taking care of you. My cell phone due. My insurance due. My light bill due. Then you ain't grown. You're just a bigger version of a child. You ain't grown. Grown is when you don't call me for nothing. That's grown. Are we not happy to see them phone calls? Hey, Dad, hey, what's going on? How you doing? That's a good conversation. Hey, how you doing? Because you don't want nothing. That's when you're grown. Choose a man for yourselves and let him come down to me. Don't choose scary people. Don't choose lazy people. Don't choose inconsistent people. They'll let you down. Before you choose for battle, choose people once again who have been in battle. Align yourself with strong people. Now that's important. Some of us can't handle strong people. I'm talking about strong people who are going to get in your face and say, you know what your problem is? You know why you ain't done this yet? You know why you ain't got this yet? It's amazing. You need them battles, them people to get to where you need to go. Most of us resent them people. It's that old aunt, that old uncle, that old mama, and she gonna get in your face and tell you, you could be a long further than where you at right now, but you just refuse to deal with this. This your problem. They're there to help you. The strong people are there to help you. Stick around people who love you enough to tell you the doggone truth. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Not, girl, I got your back. I'm there for you. But she ain't going to tell you the truth. Get around people who are going to tell you the truth. That's it. Them the people who truly love you. Who want to tell you the truth, whether you like me or not. I could care less. I'm going to tell you the truth. Get around people with influence. Get around some people who say, you know what? I know who could help you. You know what? I know I could make a phone call. Get around them type of people who can bust a move, who can make something happen in your life. People who have conquered some things. Girl, what you ought to be doing is, before I take any advice from you, let me look at your inventory. Let me see how many things you didn't beat. Let me see how many things you've overcome before you start telling me what I need to start working on. Let me see how many things you didn't worked out. Are you with me? Also pick people, he says, with character, with commitment, and with some confidence. And I stress that word confidence because some people confuse that word and think it's cocky. Confidence is confidence. In other words, I could jump down here right now if I want to. I'm just confident. Look at him. He think he can do anything. Well, I can. Don't get mad at me if I feel that way about me. Yeah, I'm going to let you put you on me. That don't fit right. Yeah, don't do that. Be confident about everything and hang around those folks that are confident. That should be your inner circle. You don't owe anything just to your family just because they blood. You don't owe them anything. You owe yourself everything. It's your life. You need to choose this day what you're going to do about it. Now watch this. He says, choose a man and let him come down. Life is a choice. There's no such thing as luck. I went through this entire Bible, all 66 books. I couldn't find the word luck nowhere. There's no such thing in this life called luck. Luck is preparation plus opportunity plus timing. Luck is preparation plus opportunity plus timing. Make sure you consider all your choices and plans. No matter how big or small, always check it out. By not checking it out, you eliminate that choice. In other words, I think I heard XYZ company, they're hiring right now. I suggest you check it out. Don't wait, don't delay. Check it out. Consult others only, those who are knowledgeable and expertise on the subject matter and who knows you very well. Research as much as you can, ask as many questions as you can, and as possible to eliminate your risk. Always ask God for wisdom and then endure the process. Never making an emotional decision when choosing. I'm going to say that again. Never make an emotional decision when you're having to make a choice. Never do it. Always calm down. Therefore, you'll be able to use clear mind and reason. Choose a man for yourself. Choose today who you become. Choose today who you want to be. The battles will strengthen and condition you. The valley experience will define you. The low places in your life will prepare you. Choose a man, he says, for yourselves and let him come down to me. Let's focus on come down. Life is full of highs and lows. Life is full of highs and lows. There's nothing wrong with coming down. The world is full of mountains and valleys. The mountains is what you've mastered, and now you reign. The valleys is what you need to learn and suffer while preparing. Whatever you're going after, you'll have to humble yourself to remain teachable. Don't ride on the high horse. It'll be a hard fall down. The law of rhythm is full of ups and downs. They put you on a heart monitor machine, you'll notice it goes doop, 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 up and down, up and down, up and down. It's the rhythm of life. Reaping and sowing, rhythm of life. Day and night, rhythm of life. The battle will always happen in the valley before you cross over to your next opportunity. Verse 9, if he is able to fight with me and kill me, then we will be his servant. Notice what he says here. If he is able to fight with me and kill me, then we will be your servants. If he's able to fight me and kill me, defeat me, then we will serve him. Look what he says. If you beat me, then we will serve you. I'm going to say it again. If you beat me, then we will serve you. If you beat me, then we will serve you. Do you not know that when you deal with that other thing, everything will get in line? Oh my God. If you beat me, then we will serve you. Does that mean there's one thing that's blocking other things? There's one thing that's blocking other things. But it's that one big thing. What is that one big thing But if you deal with that, you'll get everything else. Matter of fact, I'll say it like this. You got everything else. You just refuse to deal with that one thing. What is that? You got everything else. We is already there with that one thing. What is that one thing you say today, I'm going to deal with that joker? What is that? What is that? For some folks, it's just being late for everything. I know I'm talking to somebody. You late for everything. You be late to your own funeral if you weren't already dead. What is that thing that you say, I need to work on this? It constantly tripping me up for everything. Maybe it's keeping my word. That I don't, I be trying, but I don't keep my word for nothing. I just say I'm going to do it, and hey, something came up, I ain't going to be able to do it. How about just don't say it then? Just don't say it then. Because after a while, your word means nothing. It's so bad that your word need mean nothing to you. So if you say, I'm really going to have this, you're really not going to have that because you really don't believe what you're saying. What is that one thing that he says at the end of the day? If he is able, and I'll park it right here. If he is able to kill me, then we'll serve him. Write these 5 points down, and I'm done. The battle is on the outside. The battle's on the outside, but the fight happens in the inside. The Lord showed me that. The battle is on the outside, but the real fight is in the inside. 2, the outside is a mere reflection of what's going on in the inside. It really is. 3, in a battle, your enemy is far, but in a fight, your enemy is near you. I'm going to say it again. In a battle, your enemy is far. That very thing you're trying to accomplish on the outside, it's far. But the fight you need to deal with is near you, because it's in you. 4, in a battle, your enemy is in the future. In a fight, it's in your present right now. 5, the enemy that needs to be dealt with first is in me, because the enemy is in me. And 6, doubt, negative thoughts, lack, scarcity, and fear. There's no time for reaction, but instead need time for a response. When we start to doubt and have fear and reaction, will cause us to react. And we don't need to react when we're in a battle. We need to know how to respond. Respond. That's what we need to figure out today. What is the thing I want you to leave with today? What am I willing to make a choice? And what is that thing that I need to deal with? That one thing that he said, if you kill me, then we're going to serve you. What is that one thing that has been hindering me at the end of the day, that I've been blaming everybody else, and it's really just the one thing that I just refuse to deal with? I don't know what that is for you. I know the one thing I need to deal with. And I'm going to make sure I slay and cut his head off. It's not that big. It's just something that's tedious that keeps tripping me up, that I say I'm going to get better at it, And yet I've never made a decision that says I'm done with it. I'm done. What is that thing that you need to be done with? The choice is yours. It's nobody's choice. Well, my daddy wasn't here. Well, my mama wasn't here. Well, again, there's no one here he's blaming. And the choice you got to deal with yourself. What is that thing that you refuse to slay? Was that one thing today that you got to make a choice on this day, Mother's Day, that you're going to deal with to make sure that does not hinder your joy, your happiness, and your peace going forward? My last words to you is he said, if you deal and kill me, then we will serve you. So there's other things that God has in store for you, that if you deal with this one thing, everything else you desire to have in your life will come and serve you. Heads bowed, eyes closed.